Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
These are the brothers from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp coming at you with another lesson. And before we get into our lesson, we want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the Ruel, a salutation to the brothers, the Akim, that's on the four corners in the ministry through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, preaching the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. So basically, we're going to get into a lesson. Once again, the Holy Bible, the scriptures, are only for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man, according to the Bible. And the confused faces who bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent. The word is for the Israelites, man. Only starting off with the elect, man. And basically, we're going to touch on how these scoffers and these scorners were what's considered the 2/3, man, the non-believers of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that the Lord is going to destroy it, man. Why? Because they don't believe in His word, man. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai being a dark-skinned man coming from the heavens, coming back, to gather the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. They don't believe that America is going to be destroyed. And they don't believe that the so-called white man, which is the Edomites, the white nation, the Caucasians, they don't believe that they are their enemies or that they're not going to go into slavery, man. Because our people hear this word week in and week out, man. From the videos being loaded up from the men of the Lord, the prophets that's pushing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But they don't consider, man. More and more they farther pushing themselves away from their power, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And what that's going to lead to is their downfall of them being destroyed here in America once the Lord collapsed this place, man. When the martial law hit, when the concentrations, these FEMA camps being open, the famine, where there's not going to be any food in the grocery stores, the food market, disease, pestilence, all type of hell breaking loose, man. Race wars, when all hell break loose. Then when our people going to consider about the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord has set up His prophets to foretell these people about the prophecies that's about to come, man, about the great judgment that's about to take place here in America and throughout the earth, man. But our people don't consider, man. They don't consider about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will, man. So we're going to get into some scriptures proving that these scoffers and these scorners, they can do all the talking they want. They can, be non-believers, all they want, man. Be unfaithful, but the Lord is not considered about them, man. Since they don't want to get right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to turn His back on them in that day when all hell break loose, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets.
And that's where you're going to find the wisdom at, man, in the streets, man. That's why you see the men on the highways and byways, man. Mainly the men of Great Millstone, man. The true men of the Lord, man. Because you do have other Israelite camps that's beside Great Millstone that's out there preaching, but a majority of them are false Israelite camps, man. Because they're not preaching the same thing as Great Millstone is preaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. We preach about the downfall of this place. We preaching that the Edomites, which are the so-called white people, and the rest of these heathens are against our people, man. That the Lord is going to set them up to come against us in these last days. With the martial law troops, we tell them that the so-called white man is the enemy, and that he always been our enemy from the beginning, that they're not going to make it, that they're going to come down with great wrath upon us, man. They don't want to consider that, man. We tell them about the economic collapse that's going to take place here in America, man, and they're going to push the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and those that take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire and by Yahweh Shai and the angels, man, once they come back to bring judgment on this place by the way of the so-called UFOs, man, which are the chariots, man.
And Khan, I just wanted to say that the her is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures, man, And the reason it's compared unto her, because it's pure and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to know this truth. It's beautiful to know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and it's beautiful that He done gave you the secrets and He revealed them unto you to see what's about to happen and what's going on in the world, man. Just like if you was to have a faithful, real wife, You'll take pleasure in her. You do all you can for her. And that's how this truth is. You're supposed to do all you can for this truth. For Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. That's why it's likened unto a woman. That is also why Israel is likened unto a woman, unto Yahweh Shah, you know, mainly Yahweh Shah, because we are the bridegroom, you know. Continuing on, verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge.
Alright, so that's what the Lord saying, man. How long you simple ones, man? You scoffers and you scorners gonna hate knowledge, man. How long y'all gonna rebel against the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man? But the Lord got his men out there preaching about the downfall and the up and coming judgment that's gonna take place here in America, man. How long you gonna do it, man? And the Lord, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, that because he already know that 2/3 of his people are not gonna get right, man. And that they're gonna be ignorant until Yahweh Shah destroy them, man. You know.
Verse so like I'll read it again. Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. They take pleasure in scorning against the prophets and the men of the Lord, man. Saying, hey, fuck that Bible, man. That's what they saying, man. They saying F the Most High and his son, man. You know? Ungrateful children. And fools hate knowledge. Verse 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
So us being out there, man, it's a sign of reproof, man. Telling our people to turn away from their wicked ways, man. Turn back from the ways of this world, man. Following these false holidays, man. These pagan custom holidays. Following the system, man. Trusting in America, you know, in money system. You know, looking for a career. You know, following these false idols, man. You know, these different religions, man. You know, the Lord say, you know, turn ye to his reproof, man. For the men of the Lord are set up for the reproof, man. To rebuke, man. To tell our people to come out their wicked ways, to come back to the law, statute, commandments, and believe in Yahweh Shah, man. But they don't want to do that, man. You know, because the Lord is not dealing with them, man. Since they want to be wicked, the Lord is only looking for the elect, man. That's what we out there for, man. Those are the only ones that's going to be taking the reproof and the rebuking, man, and to get right with Yahweh Shah before he come back and return and bring this, you know, bring judgment on this place, man.
Verse 24. Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
They refuse, man. And the Lord said, although he called, man, how he's calling, once again, by the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, man. The Lord ain't going to come out the heavens for himself physically, man, and talk to these people, man. He's setting up his men physically to talk to them spiritually things, man, about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But the Lord is going to show himself physically, but it's going to be too late, man. After all the talking is done, after all the preaching is done, then when Yahweh Shah is going to show himself physically, when he crack those clouds, man, when he crack the sky and come back in them chariots, man, to bring judgment, then it's going to be too late for you scoffers and scorners, man. You know, and the Lord is only going to deliver the elect at that time, man. The 144,000 and the 130.
Just like the brother said, man, because if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah come down, you know, themselves, you know, tell his people, they gonna start killing, man. Mainly, you know, Yahweh Shah, he gonna start killing, man. That's why he have to send out his men, reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man, so we can, you know, tell them what's to come, man, what's about to happen, and what you need to do before Yahweh Shah make his return, man. You know. Verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
They don't take the time to listen to the prophets, man. You know, they hear the prophets out there speaking out loud, man. You know, telling about the judgment and the prophecies of America falling. The prophecies of how the so-called white race, the Edomites, especially the elites, how they got agendas against us, how they want to destroy us as being a nation, man. How they want to roll in on us and kill us or murder us, man. But they don't want to hear that, man. And the Lord said it was not at all at his reproof, man. They didn't study his counsel, man. They just keep walking by, man. Every week they see the brothers out there, man. They look at the videos, they put the thumb down, they leave they scoffing, and they going in comments, man. You know, but the Lord is gonna pay them a visit for that, man. And when he do, he gonna put them to death, man. Cause the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is nothing to take lightly, man. We take the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his word very serious, man. That's the fear of the Lord, man. That's how you the beginning of getting this knowledge, man, and get the understanding by fearing the Lord and doing the things that he tell us and command us to do, man. You know, to fear him and keep the law, statute, commandments, and go preach his word, man. But our people don't want to do that, man. They want to consider doing their own thing, man.
Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So all these people out here that scoffing and scorning, man, saying all type of things against the men of the Lord, against the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, blaspheming, man. The Lord said he's going to laugh at them when that calamity hit, man. When there's no more food for them to eat. You know, when Esau, the Edomites, and the rest of these heathen nations come down upon them with their martial law troops, and they getting thrown from out of their house into concentration camps, man. You know, when they get caught up into the race wars with all type of wild beasts, tearing them apart, man. The Lord's gonna laugh at their calamity, man. When they get struck by natural disasters, by tropical storms, hurricanes, all type of natural weather disasters that Lord got prepared for these people to destroy them, man. And he said he's gonna laugh at them. But in that time, he's gonna shield the elect, man, the ones that's listening and taking heed to him and his son, man, taking heed to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you.
So when the Lord brings the destruction, man, it's like a whirlwind, meaning it's symbolizing very quick, man. They're going to come quick upon them, man. They ain't going to have no time to try to repent and find the men of the Lord at that time, man. They're trying to look up videos. But once this all hell breaks loose, you ain't going to have the man of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, on the street corners teaching anymore, man. You ain't going to have the word of the Lord being put up on the World Wide Web, on the internet, man. There's going to be time for judgment, man. The grace period is going to close by then, man. And there's going to be nothing but judgment that's going to take place here upon America for you Israelites, man. The ones that didn't turn from their wicked ways to seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushua before the destruction comes.
Verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
So then when they're going to try to reach out to the Lord, man. What those men on the highways and byways was talking about again? What was the name of that their power, man? Well, who was the enemy? What they was talking about, not to take the RFID chip. Then they going trying to get right with the Lord. But the Lord said he's not going to answer them, man. He's going to turn his back on them and send death upon them.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
So soon when all hell break loose, then when people are going to want to get right, man. When something drastic happen, man. But when this judgment come, there ain't going to be no time, man. Because the time period is now, man. They got liberty right now, man. Righteous freedom right now to come back to the Lord, man. But they turn their ears, they wave their hands at the men of the Lord, and basically say, forget about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So the Lord is not going to answer them in that time when all hell breaks loose, man. Like I said, he only going to be concerned about the elect, man. Those that believe on his son, Yahushua, and those that doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
And I just want to say that how you know the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is a just power, man. He's about equality, with that being said, because here you did all type of wickedness in your life, and you had numerous opportunities to turn your ways, to turn from your wicked ways, to do what you was commanded to be doing. But hey, you was fit to be a 2/3, so hey, you refused the Lord, so the Lord also gonna refuse you, especially during the times when all hell break loose, when that most fear come, when it's down to the nitty-gritty that you about to be thrown in a concentration camp. Your family's getting split apart, your loved ones getting gunned down, getting raped, You know, it's gonna be some bad times out there, man. And these people out here, especially the ones that be in the cities that walk right past the prophets, they act like they don't see them. They see them, but they don't understand them. And it's the reason why they don't understand them, you know? And that's, you know, that's what they get, man.
It's gonna be a bad judgment for y'all, man. All them times that you scoff and scorn, man. Like the brother says, the ones that walk up and down the streets, passing the prophets, week in and week out, man. You know, especially the ones of these scoffers and scorners that come up and, you know, trying to fight against the word of the Lord, man. Right. And, you know, we got, you know, this main scoffer. We call him, you know, his name's Sam. We call him, I love Jesus, man. But that all he, a fake Christian, man. You know, all he talk about Jesus and Jesus. He don't never bring out no scriptures. The only thing he do is come out there and try to come up against the men of the Lord, is trying to stop the word from being preached, man. He over yell us, man, trying to out talk us, man. Well, it don't matter what he's doing, because at the end of the day, he fighting against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And eventually he gonna find out that all that he was doing was in vain and in wickedness, man. And the Lord's gonna judge him for that, man. He's out there screaming, you know, that we are a hate group. You know, we are, you know, the black KKK. And here we just doing nothing but speaking the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We ain't out there gunning people down or hanging people, man, lynching people. You know, we just speaking the prophecies and the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's written in the scriptures, man. That's what he about to do, man. That these false Christians don't understand. Here they claim that they love the Lord, but when it comes to the words and the words of the Holy Bible, they don't believe it, man. They just throw it aside, and all they know is about love and love. Well, here the scriptures are only the scriptures mostly about judgment, man, on the wicked ones, man. And the only ones that Yahweh shall love is the elect, man. Those that's gonna believe on him, and that's Israel, man. Not all nations, man. You know, cause another thing that the scoffers talking about God come back to send his son to die for everybody. Clearly, he don't read the scriptures, man. So if he knew, and if he just shut up, he'll listen to us, man. Which he not gonna do, cause the Lord got him sealed, man. You know, if he listen, cause out of all the times he come out there, he never listen, man. He always want to scoff and scorn, man. But if he listen, he'll know that the Lord is not dealing with all nations, man. But he gonna find out soon enough, in a bad way, when the Lord bring that destruction upon him, man.
Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh.
They hate knowledge, man. They hate this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Lord gave unto the man a great millstone, man. Those that in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua preaching this word, man. They hate it, man. Because the things that we speak is not smooth sailing or basically good for them, man. You know, it don't suit them, man. Which the words that we speaking is for you Israelites, that's beneficial to you Israelites, because the Lord is all about his people. But since you don't want to come back unto him and return for your wicked ways and want to follow the ways of the heathens, the Lord's going to destroy you right along with the heathens, man. Because the heathens are the enemies of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the enemies of you Israelites, man. So since you want to be join hand in hand with your enemies, you know, the Lord is going to destroy y'all right along with them, man.
Verse 30. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof.
Basically, they saying they forget about the Lord, man. Forget about that Bible, man. How the brothers say, man. You know how they say, forget about the Bible. Y'all know what y'all talking about. It's all about evolution. It's all about,
Big Bang
Theory.
Allah, Rastafari, all type of bullshit, man. All type of philosophies. And the thing about it, they really think they're right. And then when you try to tell them, like, so like cutting you off, then when you try to tell them, or they try to tell you, it's all a bunch of confusion.
Yeah,
and then sometimes, even if they tell you certain things, you know what their main sources is? The Bible, the Holy Scriptures. So they're letting me know, like, you getting some truth, but in all actuality, it's all lies, because it's not all truth, man. It's not coming from the Holy Scriptures in the spirit and in the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You're going by what man said, not by the spirit, man.
And they mingle a lot of stuff. They learn certain stuff they get from the religion. How the brother say, man, some of them come from, they mingle in with the Holy Scriptures, man. They don't only thing about it, they don't have the full truth, man. And that's why the Lord going to destroy them, man, because the Lord said a little leaven the whole lump, man. You can't have 99.5% of the truth and 5% you off, man. It means that you don't have the whole truth, man.
That's
the
right.
Lord deal with perfection, man. When it comes to the truth, man, the Lord said His words are pure, man. From Genesis all the way to Revelation, man.
Right.
Even the books in the Apocrypha, man. All of it is the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Not these other these religions out here, man. These false idols that our people like to worship, man. The Lord said that there's no other book out here that's gonna meet with the Holy Bible, man. So all the rest of these books that's written by men, that's written by, their own imagination, their vain imagination, is not going to come to exist because the Lord is not dealing with it, man. And even though the words of the Lord was written by men, but the scripture said it was written by a holy man, giving the inspiration from the Holy Spirit, man. So the Lord the true power is the one that put the Spirit on His men to give to write these prophecies down, man. To write all the histories, man, from Isaac, Moses, the men, all the prophets, Isaiah, Ezekiel, even unto the time of Revelation, man. The Lord the one put the Spirit on the men to write the Bibles or write these books, man. But they're of His Spirit, man. Unlike these other books or these false religions, where these religions, these idol worship, man. The Lord is not dealing with them, man.
Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices.
So the Lord basically going to give them over to their own ruin, man. Since they want to do wickedness, the Lord going to give them over to homosexuality. He's going to give them over to pedophilia, witchcraft, doing all type of drugs. He's going to give them over to these false gods, man. Having them believing that they Africans. Having them believing that they Muslims. Having them believing that the Lord coming back to save everybody when it comes to this Christianity, false Christianity doctrine, man. So the Lord gave them over to that deceitful spirit, man, just for Him to destroy them, man, since they don't want to believe in Him in truth and sincerity.
Continuing on verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
So the Lord said the turning away of the simple shall slay them, because since they didn't want to believe, and since they want to be simple, man, they're going to lead to their destruction, man. They're going to lead to them being judged by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by death, man.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Verse 33. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
So that's for the brothers in this faith, man, in the truth, man. No, we're not going to fear the things that the Lord is going to bring on this place, because we believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that He's going to protect us, man. As long as we have that faith, as long as we keep doing His work, keeping the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability, till Yahushua return, man. When all hell breaks loose, the Lord is going to have His hedge, His shield, that defense over us, man. The ones that believe on Him, man. But to the rest of them, the 2/3, they're not going to dwell in safety, man. They're going to dwell in judgment, torment, and catching hell, man. And the Lord bring that judgment upon them, because they didn't take heed to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, while He got His books open up, man. While the words being out there preached, man. And that's it on that. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got a precept. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 10. This evil people, which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their own heart, and walk after other gods to serve them and to worship them, shall even be as this girdle, which is good for nothing.
So the Lord look at them as they good for nothing, man. Since they want to, what point of them, being in good use, if they don't believe in the true Creator, man, the true power, man. They living their life in vain, man. They not living, man. They really dead spiritually, man. All day they living physically, but they don't know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Their life is vanity, man. Because spiritually they dead, man. They fall in these false gods, these idols, which are nothing, man. They don't have no power, man. Because in that time when all hell break loose, man, those gods that they praise and believe in is not going to matter in that day, because it's not going to save them, man. Because there's only one true power, man, and that's Yahweh and His Son, Yahushua, and they are the power of the Israelites, man. Or you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's all.
No, unless you got something else.
Another precept, you know, just to go along, like how the Lord, you know, if you worshiping these other guys, man, the Lord's going to leave you alone, man. He's not going to protect you. He's not going to keep you shield from all the hell and tribulations that's about to come on this planet Earth, man. You know, because Esau, he's coming with that wrath, man. Because you know he has but a short period of time, going back to Revelation 12, and I believe verse 12, if I'm not mistaken.
12
you know, 12 and 12, the water. And with that being said, man, hey, man, Esau, he's our enemy, man. He's our #1 enemy other than these other heathen nations as of the so-called Japanese, so-called Chinese, so-called Africans, so-called Arabs, so-called Middle Eastern, so-called East Indians, so-called Africans, all that, man. They are all, if you're, you know, outside of the nation of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descents, man, you know. And this is the book of Judges, chapter 10, verse, I'm going to start at 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. And that's how you know that Israel, mainly 2/3, man, always been serving other gods, man, not hearkening unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. There's nothing new underneath the sun. Why you think they doing the same thing that they doing today? Because they was doing it back in their past life, man. You know, it's the same spirits, but just coming back in different time eras, man. That's why, you know, a lot of people don't understand reincarnation, man. Reincarnation is simple, man. Here we're living, consuming spirits. Spirits don't never die. The body does, man. So with that being said, you're coming back, man. You're fulfilling your lots, man. You're coming back the same way that you used to been in your past, like maybe in a different, you know, of course, a different fleshly body. You may look different, so to speak. And it's going to be a different time area, but you still doing the same thing that you was doing in your past life, man.
That's why, you know, that's the whole reason why we in captivity now, man. The main reason because our people turn from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and serve these idols, man, which are the idols of our enemies, man, of these heathens, man. The same enemies and the heathens that hate us, our people going to turn around. The wicked of our people going to turn around and serve their gods and follow their ways, man. So that's why the Lord say he's a jealous power, man. So that's why the Lord allowed us to come into captivity, even though all, you know, it's prophecy and it's set up like that, you know, because everything is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But he gave 2/3 of our people over to the enemy for their rebellious, man, for them not believing in him and his son, man, for them putting them in captivity, for them not being following his law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, and like the brother say, man, those same spirits, man, through reincarnation, coming back here today, you know, doing the same thing, and basically the Lord got them on the earth, because this is going to be the final time, and he's going to bring a great judgment upon them.
That's right.
Because in our kingdom, the 2/3, they're going to come back, you know, they're going to come back through the loins and all the offsprings of the elect, and when they come back into the kingdom, they're going to be righteous, man. There ain't going to be no more serving, knowing that they, following these false gods, man. They're going to know who the true power is, because the Lord going to inbreed it in them by putting the law, statutes, commandments in our inward part, man. You know, because these are the same spirits that came up against the prophets back then, against Yahweh Shai when he was on the earth, you know, doing the will of his father Yahweh. So these are the same spirits from back then, now, that's about to get their final judgment, man. That's why we understand through the Spirit that the Lord is not going to save 2/3, man. Because they got to get their judgment for what they done in their past life, man. We just, brothers like us, we praying that we not of that number, man. Right. We pray that we part of that elect, that the Lord's going to have mercy upon and deliver us from that great destruction that he's going to bring, man. That 2/3 is going to get caught up in, man. And that go for all the scoffers and the scorners, the ones that fall out, man. That take their hand from the plow, man. You know, they consider themselves as scoffers and scorners too, man. Unbelievers, man, putting the work of the Lord or putting the day of the Lord off, man, so they can, you know, serve their own fleshly, lustly flesh, man. Going back into the world, man. Here they going back into the world, forgetting that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this world, man. That's right. To show you that they never had faith from the beginning, man. You know, they always was in one foot in the world and one foot in the truth, man. But you can't have one foot in the world and the truth, man. Because if you got one foot in the world, eventually you got both of them in there, man. You ain't all the way in with Yahweh Shai, man. So the Lord spew them out and let them stay in that mindset of the world and eventually he's going to destroy them right along with the other wicked Israelites that refuse the truth, man. And Lord going to have a special death for those that fall out the truth, man. That turn around and turn their back on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, stop doing the work, coming against brothers, coming against the apostles and elders. The Lord's going to pay a great judgment unto them, man.
Verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulations. And that's right, man. That's basically, you know, even when all hell break loose, man. When the time of your tribulation, time of your troubles, man. Let them same gods that you was praising all those times, don't try to come to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, because he's going to reject you. And then most of these people, they're going to try to come to God or Jesus Christ, you know, or Allah, or Allah, and all those other false names underneath the heavens, man. Those are not the names, man. The pure name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, man. Those are the only names that is going to deliver you in those times, man. And even within that, you got to have faith in those names, man. You got to have works underneath those names, man. Because it's not going to be an easy thing to get into the kingdom of heaven or to receive salvation, man. It's not. You have to put in some type of effort, you know, to let it be known that, you know, that you care at the end of the day, and that you really seek the Lord in sincerity and in truth, man. Because you know, anybody in their right mind don't want to die by getting gunned down by a martial law group, getting pestilence all around you and shit. You die by a disease, die by wild animals or beasts, you know, and at the end game, taking that chip and then dying by nuclear fire, man. That's no joke, man, you know.
Kind of like the brother Simon, you got a lot of our people out here that know the name Yahweh and the Son named Yahweh Shah, but they're not putting in no effort, man. They just say, I know the name of the Lord. But the Lord required for us to push this word to show praises and glory to His name, man. We just can't say, I know the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and sit back and still doing things of this world, man. You know, yeah, I know that y'all got the truth, but I'm still trying to chase this career, man, while this economy is up. And once all hell break loose and shit get real, then I'll come and join y'all out there on the highways and byways, stand up, listen to you, and come out there and try to, you know, push the word with you. It's going to be too late, man. The Lord requiring for you to turn from your ways now, man. He requiring for you to come back and do this work now while it's time, while it's still time. Because like I said, man, the men of the Lord is not going to be out there on the highways and byways forever, man. This is the grace period now, man. And you got a lot of our people, even that know that we're Israelites and know that they know the name of the Lord, but they still not considering to the fullest, man. They still think the Lord days or the day of the Lord, His great day of Him returning is far off, man. And they eventually they'll get right. They think they're right when the time comes when all hell breaks loose, man. No, you got to put in the effort now, man. It's a saying that it's better to be safe than sorry, man. That's right. You know, one way you want to be safe is doing work of the Lord now and doing what the Lord command you to do before the sorry part come, man. Before all hell break loose, man. Alright, come on. I got this is on 2nd Esdras chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, say the Lord. So that's what we speaking, man. We speaking the words of prophecy, which are the Holy Bible, man, the scriptures, man. He said to my people, and who are the Lord people? Once and again, the Israelites, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we know that we are the Lord people, first of all, by faith. And you already got historical facts proving that the Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites, man. You know, the Lord says speak the words of prophecies to His people, man, that He will put in the men of the Lord's mouth, man, the messages. And it say, verse 2, cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So the scriptures that we have here, man, are written in paper through the Holy Spirit by the way of the holy men, the prophets, man. And the Lord said they are faithful and true, man. So there's no lie in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Everything that the Lord spoke of that's going to take place in the last days is going to be fulfilled, man. None of these prophecies are not going to fail when it comes to the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Continue on. And it reads, fear not the imaginations against thee let not the equality of them trouble thee. And that, the equality go back to unbelief, man. You know, we go out there, we see these people scoffing and scorning, you know, but we don't let that trouble us, man, because we already know what the end is, man. The end is destruction, man.
That's right.
We just out there to wipe the blood off our hand, man. Pray that the Lord have mercy upon us so we won't get caught up into the judgment. But for them not taking heed to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, coming against the spirit and against the words of the Lord, they're going to follow themselves, push themselves farther into judgment, man. The judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, bringing that wrath upon them. And continue on, and it said, fear all, so like I'll start off at 3. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the equality of them trouble thee, that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness. So all those that does it, all you Israelites, the 2/3, but there's a number that the Lord got already set, that the 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to die in the unfaithfulness, man. For them not believing and having faith in their power, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Basically, that's the point right there. And, just, you know, the point is that you're going to have 2/3 that's going to be unfaithful, man. They're not going to believe in this word, and that's going to lead to their damnation. You get on Matthew 12 and 36.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
So every idle word, every word that these scoffers and scorners come up against Yahweh Shem Yahushua with, because when they come up and do all them idle words, saying all those blaspheming words, man, all those lies, all that wickedness, that followingness that's coming out their mouth, eventually they're not coming up against us, man. They're coming up against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they're going to have to give an account for all those words and all those thoughts that they thought about against this truth, man. You know, and the Lord is going to hold them accountable by bringing judgment upon them, man.
That's right.
You know, especially, you know, the spirit been heavy, you know, because, like I say, on this dude named Sam, man, you know, everybody should know him in Charlotte by now, because he always yelling at the top of his lungs, talking about Jesus' love. And he always coming up there trying to come up against the men of the Lord, man. You know, he'll go against IUSPK and IUIC whenever they out there. But we out there all the time. At Great Millstone, the Charlotte camp, we out there all the time when the Lord have us out there. But he always, like, he got a special hatred against us, man. That's how you know that the Spirit is dwelling with us, man. And not with them false camps, man. IUSPK and IUIC, man. But with Great Millstone. And he always come out there scoffing, man. And you know, and the Lord is going to have had enough with these scoffers, man. Especially him, man. And every week he get worse and worse, man, showing you that the Lord is about to bring judgment upon him, man. He's screaming that the Most High is not real, that our power is not real. He don't hear us while we out there preaching. But that's okay, man, because the Lord do hear us, man. And he do see our works. And he also see the works and hear those scoffers and scorners, man. And the scripture right there say it, man. The scripture say that every man shall be accounted for every idle word that he say, man. So Sam the down, with Captain Ashar call him Sam the down, you know, is going to be held accountable for every idle word that he's saying, man. Right along with the rest of these scoffers and these scorners, man, when the Lord brings judgment upon them. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. And that's Sam, man, thinking, you know, he thinking that we don't know what we're talking about, man. He thinking we teaching of the devil. He thinking we're of the devil, man. But in all actuality, he's of the devil, man. So that's of the world, man. That Christian plantation, that plantation Christianity, you know. That's that doctrine that they taught us in slavery, so they wouldn't let us know that, hey, y'all are the children of the of Israel, which is the Bible talks about, and we are your enemy. The so-called white people, we are Edomites, man. And in the book is that y'all reading, that we basically tricking you over is letting you know that we are your enemies, and that's just to further keep Jake sleep, man. Have that plantation Christianity doctrine, man, and that's what Sam coming after, man, walking after his own lust, man, because he really thinking that's the way. He really thinking that you know, following after the white man, because that's the main problem with our people, man. They quick to bash and try to destroy their own people, but when it come down to the so-called white man, they uplift them, man. They listen to him, man. Any and everything the so-called white man has to say, they all is, man. But here we teaching them all the history of the white man. They know it's true. The history of the white man, you know, is fucked up. And even going back to Cristobal Colon, and to be honest, I didn't even know that was yesterday. To be honest, because it's just another pagan holiday that these Edomites uplift, man. It's not for our people.
Which is a murder.
Yeah.
Because Christopher Columbus didn't discover nothing, man.
Con.
When he came over here, you already had indigenous people over here in this land, which are Israelites, man.
Con.
The Northern Kingdom, man, the Latino tribes, and the Native American tribes, man. You know, so he didn't discover anything. And when you go inside, go deep into his history, man, you'll find out Christopher Columbus was a murderer, man. How he slaughtered the Native Americans. Well, basically, he never set shore over here to the Americas, but like the islands, like the Central America, you know, the Caribbean islands, you know, South America. You know, when he first got over there, man, how he slaughtered the Latino tribes, man. You know, so the Lord gonna pay him back for all that wickedness he's doing, man. And our people ignorant worship these holidays, man. And most of these holidays go back to the downfall of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But y'all don't know it. Y'all do it because it feel good, man. Because y'all can get to celebrate, eat, and party, man. Not knowing that these holidays are celebrated for your downfall, man.
That's
Show
right.
you how simple our people is, man. And how we be going into, man. How these scoffers, you know, like especially the dude Sam, man. How he quick to come against his own people, but he loved the so-called white man. You know, he always got white people out there praying for him, praying with him, not knowing that that's going to lead to his destruction, man. They ain't doing that but further putting more curses on him. And that making, in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, they're really making him mad, man. Because he's joining hands with the enemies, man. Here, the Most High hate these Edomites, but he want to pray with them and pray for them, man. So the Lord is going to destroy him and them Edomites, man.
That's right.
You know, the Lord is not dealing with Sam, man. And you can tell this week if the brothers watch the videos, because it's up there how he was bashing, coming against Yahweh Shai, screaming at that our power don't exist, he don't hear us. You know, if that vexes us, how much more Yahweh Shai?
Right.
So this is a due time for the Lord to take that simple nigga out, man. That old coon ass nigga out, man. The Lord's going to destroy him in a painful way, man.
That's right.
Okay, come. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogance, and the evil way in the forward mouth do I hate. So the Lord hate all that, man. The Lord hate the pride, the arrogance, you know, the evil. Because that's why our people come up, man. These scoffers are scorning one of the main things, couple of things that they prideful, they arrogant, because they don't know what the hell they talking about. And don't know what they doing when they come up against us, you know, and they evil, man. The things that they doing is bad and evil to them, because what we preaching is good. They're supposed to be for their welfare, like the scriptures say, but it's for a stumbling block unto them, man. This word, man, you know, and they come with that Christianity doctrine, and here it constantly you got all type of Israelite groups, mainly Great Millstone, dissecting that Christianity doctrine, man. So the things that these people talk in the church is not written in the scriptures, man. And it's easy to dissect that once you have the understanding of these scriptures, man. And that's why these Christians mad, man. You know, but the Lord don't care about these Christians, man. But majority of them, like, you know, like we always say, I mean, these Christians, they believing in Cesare Borgia, man. Jesus Christ, man. Well, that's not the image of the Lord, how he look, and that damn sure ain't the name of the Lord, man. So the Lord is very, very pissed off with his people, man. And he's gonna show it through his wrath, man. Soon to come, man. You know, because these people out here, they think that these scoffers and scorners, they think all because we out there preaching, they figure that, you know, nothing is not going to happen, man. But constantly you seeing judgment play out every day, man. it ain't get to the point yet when the Lord gonna have mass death on this place, man. You know, but as long as they keep, you know, the Lord gonna let them keep scoffing and scorning until that time come when He has that judgment set for them, man.
That's right.
And this is that this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sinners against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So although the Lord is not bringing judgment on these people right away, you know they've been scoffing for years, scoffing for months, and it seems like, the Lord ain't gonna do nothing, because the Lord, is not, basically got to set, He let them build that tab up, man, so He can justify of destroying them, man. Even though when they first say something, and when they first opened up their mouth to come against the word of the Lord, they already was condemned then, man. But they ain't gonna repent. They haven't repented all the years now that these scoffers and scorners have known the truth and still scoffing and scorning, and the words being basically the words being prophesied and the prophecies are coming to pass. They haven't turned from their wicked ways yet, man. After all these years, man, it's letting you know that Lord got a time set that He's gonna destroy them, man. It say, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully settled unto the evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before Him. So it's gonna go well with us, because we understand that the Lord might not taking them out there right away, but we already know the Lord got judgment coming for him, man. He already got a mark, man. The only thing we got to do is keep pushing and doing to the end, man. But these scoffers and scorners, every week they come out, every day they leaving they comments, they scoffing comments. But we understand that it's a time coming that the Lord's gonna bring judgment upon them, man. Even if they don't know it, man, because they comfortable in their lives, man, and they marking, they scoffing, man, not knowing that it's sitting well with us, because we already know what the Lord's gonna do with them, man. That's why we don't get upset by this. Even though we get vexed, but we already know that the Lord's going to destroy their ass, man.
That's right.
Continue on. It said, verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he fear not before the Most High. So it ain't going to go well with the wicked, man. What's going to happen to them, they're going to be destroyed for all their wickedness they've been doing this whole time, man. Think they're going to get scot-free. Here the Lord got a time set that He's gonna get them, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's 2/3, man. By them following after these false gods, man, these false idols, following after the ways of the heathen, man. They don't follow after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So they adding sin unto sin, because in all actuality, most of these people, especially these Christians, Methodists, and many of these Jehovah wickedness, man. And them the ones that think that they the holiest of the holy. But in all actuality, they the wicked of the wicked, man. They prideful as all hell. They're not praising the right power. It's just too much, man. It's crazy. And they're not doing what is need to be done to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And they're not taking counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They're taking counsel of man, of their own thought, their own vain opinion, man. Like I said, Christianity, that's not the way of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Jehovah wickedness, even though they believe, like I say, man, they believe in 144,000, but they believe in His name is Jehovah, Jehovah, with a J, knowing damn well a J wasn't around during those times, man.
They don't know that because they lack understanding, man.
All
they know is what, like you said, only thing they know is what man taught them, man. They don't do no research, and they definitely ain't gonna go deep. Because, first of all, the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not with them to show them the deep things, man. That's why they stuck on that Jesus juice, Islam, Jehovah wickedness, man. Because that's what they believe in, man. And that's what they think that they covering, man. That's what they think that's going to protect them, man. But it's not going to protect them when they find out all those false gods that they praising is not going to help them out in that time, man.
I'm in that one off with verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's how you know that's our people to the 10th power, man. Because here we out there trying to edify them. They don't want to hear that. They stuck in their ways, man. They're prideful as all hell, man. Especially the older jakes. They think, oh, man, I've been reading that Bible. I read the Bible from Genesis all the way to Revelation. But did you understand it? You can read all day long, man. But you got to have that spiritual understanding of the scriptures, man. In order to really see. Because you can ask Jake, are we living in the end times? They'll say no. We already live in those times. You know, that's how ignorant Jake is, man. Or they'll say, oh, that past your lifetime, they ain't gonna happen till your children come. You shouldn't even want that to happen. You, for one, if you in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you should want the kingdom to come since yesterday, since you woke up in this truth, man. That's how you know that we those men, you know, Lord Abarat Dazar, we be those men that retain salvation, man, that receive salvation. Because we've been wanting this place to go since we find out that this place had to go, man. Since we woke up to this truth and we woke up to the fact how wicked this place America is, man. Promotes homosexuals, promotes the man to be weak as hell, effeminate, promote the woman to be lifted up on high, knowing damn well these women dumb as hell, man. They got to be led at the end of the day, you know. And it's just so much. And, like I said, homosexuality, transgenderism, bestiality. It's just so much wickedness that America done push, you know, thanks to the so-called white man, which is Edom, you know. At this place, it's written, it's been written to be destroyed.
And our people, you know, our brothers say, man, the reason why they don't want this place destroyed, man, they're comfortable in their wickedness, man. But here, you know, especially a Christian, man, you know, one that say that you understand the Bible, man. One thing you're supposed to want the Lord to come back and establish righteousness on this earth, man.
That's right.
But our people love this wicked place, man. They love this, even though they see all this wickedness going on, they feel like, you know, they accept it. You know, well, long as and you know, it ain't me. I don't have a problem with it. You know, you supposed to, man, because this what is affecting not only you but our whole nation, man. You know, but our people, you know, they selfish also. You know, but you know that proves selfish because even though you know 2/3 of our people gonna die, you know, we hate to see them not, you know, barely, you know, see them in the circumstance. But hell, it up with to the Most High, man. You know, cause we would want all our people to be saved, but it's not like that, man. And we know why, man. Cause all of them rebellious, man. You know, so the Lord is gonna destroy them, man. If that's why we only concerned for the elect, man, that's gonna be saved, man.
They gotta die because of their sins, man. They past life sins and their sins that they doing today, man. They gotta receive that judgment. Like the brother said, we care about our people. Why do you think we doing the things that we do? You know, and then you know we man, just like you have a son, he just doing like he up in age and stuff, and he just keep fucking up. Of course you gonna keep getting on him, you gonna talk shit about him, you know. But that because you pointing out what he doing wrong and what he need to be improved in, man. You know.
So, cause you know a lot of people, so we hate our own people.
Yeah.
Of course, cause especially if they ain't right, man. Yeah, the Lord say, hate the evil and love the good, man. So if they evil, man, we hate them, man. David said, Lord, don't I hate those that hate deep? And 2/3 of our people hate the Lord, and they showing why by their action from them not believing in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
And by them scoffing and scorning against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we do hate them, man. And because we know what gonna happen to them, and we also know that the Lord is gonna have mercy upon them by bringing them back in the kingdom, man. We know this ain't gonna be the end of our people. Once the Lord bring that destruction on the 2/3, man. But we know that the Lord is going to bring them back in the kingdom. Us, we just pray that we part of the elect, that we make it on the first go-round, man.
That's right. That was good, all right.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, and that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's what our people do, man. You know, we tell our people not to be homosexual, not to commit adultery, you know, not to follow these false gods, man, these idol worship, man, not to follow the ways of the heathens, man, these customs, man. You know, but what our people do, no, they rather shun us and put these wicked things on high, man. They rather accept and follow homosexuality, witchcraft, you know, idol worship, man. So they putting evil before good, man. Bitterness before sweet, darkness before for the light, man. So eventually the Lord is going to destroy them for that, man.
That's right.
Continue on. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. So basically, these people think that what they doing is beneficial for their own self, man. They not thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Basically, they want to live their life how they want to live it, man. And it's in wickedness, man. They don't want to live their life according to the Bible, man. According to the law, statutes, commandments, and having the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they even amongst like these Christians, man. They say they love the Lord, but they'll say that the law is done away with, or we on the grace, so they continue on eating pork. They continue on accepting homosexuality. They continue on loving their enemies, man, thinking that the Lord love everybody, man. They continue on following these false gods, man. You know, so the Lord's going to destroy them because they think they're wise in their own eyes, man, in their own mind. Continue on. It said, woe to them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. And they talking about going to these false prophets, man. You know, these false preachers, man. Because that strong wine and strong drink represent these religions or these false doctrines, man. These false philosophies, man. That these preachers or these false prophets push among our people, man. They have them drunk, man. They have them in that confused state of following these false gods, man. These false doctrine, man. Continue on. It said, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. So that's what our people do, man. They justify the wicked for the reward, man. They love paying these false leaders and these false prophets money and everything, man, just to hear smooth words from them, man. But they take away the righteousness from the righteousness of him. Talking about they trying to take away the righteousness from us, man. And here we telling them to get right. Here we telling them, to come back to their power, man. To keep the law, statutes, commandments to their best of their ability. But basically, they condemn us for that, man. And we just speak in righteousness, man. So according to what the Lord requires for us to do. Verse 24. Therefore, as the fire devoured the stubble, and the flame consumed the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they had cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. So basically, the Lord is going to bring destruction upon them, man. Mainly by them thermonuclear fire, the missiles that the Lord is going to use Russia to destroy this place, man. Right along with China, Iran, NATO, the European nations. All of them are going to turn their missiles here on America, man, and destroy America, man. And you 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, you non-believers, you scoffers, you scorners, you fallouts, you wicked Israelites is going to get caught up in that, man. We pray to the Lord that he deliver us from that, man, because we're not trying to feel that pain, man. We want to be as safe and far from the judgment of the Lord as possible, man. Because we know through the Spirit there ain't going to be no nice thing, man. Ain't going to be no pretty thing, man. We taking the Lord's word very serious, man, because we know how serious Yahweh Shem Yahushua is, man. We know how, when reality hit, when all hell break loose, man, these people going to realize how dreadful Yahweh Shem Yahushua is, man. We knowing it now through the Spirit by understanding these words, man, and seeing the different judgment that the Lord already got set up that's playing out now, man. So how much more when the Lord fully unload the clip of judgment on these people, man. That's it on that. I guess we get one more scripture. Yeah, Proverbs 11, Isaiah 8 and 14.
This is the book of, you say Isaiah?
Yeah, 8 and 14.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 8, verse 14. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense, to both the houses of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
So they're talking about who's going to be the offense, man. Yahweh Shai, man. And when we bring up Yahweh Shai and say to the it's gonna be a defense and a stumbling block to the both of the house of Israel that represent the southern kingdom, which are the Negroes, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, and the northern kingdom, which is the other house, which are the Latino tribes and the Native Americans, man. You know, the Lord said the word gonna be a stumbling block unto them, man. Especially the northern kingdom, man. So here we telling that Yahweh Shai is the dark skinned man, you know, and he's from the tribe of Judah, which are the Negroes. They don't want to recognize the Negroes as their brothers, man. Especially the Messiah, you know. So they look down upon the Negroes, man. The 2/3 of the northern kingdom, man. Cause you got the elect brethren of the northern kingdom that accept Yahweh Shai for who he is, man. They accept that Judah are the Negroes and all us are brothers, man. But to the 2/3 of the wicked northern kingdom, man, they quit to praise Jesus Christ right along with the rest of these wicked 2/3 southern kingdom, man. You know, so the both of them gonna be destroyed. That's why the Lord said it's an offense to the both of the house of Israel, man, to the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, man. And it say
verse 15.
Yeah.
And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and taken.
That's what's gonna happen to them. They stumbling at this word. They don't, you know, they coming against the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And eventually they're gonna be broken, man. They're broken spiritually, and eventually they're gonna be broken up by pieces when the Lord crush them with this judgment, man. With all type of plagues and different type of judgment that the Lord gonna have upon our people, man. The 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Continue on.
Verse 16. Bend up the testimony, seal the law amongst my disciples.
So that's what the Lord did, man. He said he sealed the testimony. What's the testimony, man? This word, man. The whole Bible, man. Especially the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. And he said, and bend it and seal it amongst his disciples, man. Who are the disciples, man? The elect, man. The 144,000 and the 1/3. Those are the only ones that's going to understand the whole truth, man, and accept Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for what it is, man.
Verse 17. And I will wait upon the Lord Yahweh that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him.
So that's what we're doing, man. You know, one part of the time the Lord took our nationality from us, man. But now we're on the time that he's restoring upon us, man. He's starting off with the elect, man. Like I said, because the elect is going to be the only ones that are going to understand the truth, man, and accept Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to the fullness, man, in the spirit, man. You know, that's it on that.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing. We're looking for Yahweh Shai to return, man, deliver us, man. Because if not, man, we already know what the outcome of the Edomites, man. What these devils is doing, man. We ain't like these 2/3 out here, man, thinking that this world keep going on, everything gonna get better, man. We already know if the Lord don't come back, man, we headed for destruction, man. We already know these devils got plans on the books, how they want to eradicate us off the earth, man. How they want to destroy us as being a nation, man. You know, they already did it spiritually. Now they want to do it physically, man. But they didn't realize, or they have forgotten that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
And he's not going to get rid of us, man. He's going to save a remnant, man. And that is the 144,000 and the 1/3, man. And he's going to show his power that he's with Israel.
That's right.
That's it on that. Get Romans 11:7. Let's close out with that.
Book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Yeah, kind of what Israel seeking for, man. What they trying to attain, man, is the truth, man. You know, but what they seek for, they put their attainment of faith in Islam, you know, Christianity, this system, you know, the money system. You know, they always seeking for the truth, but only to a small number.
And they thinking that is the true way, especially with these you know, Allah, Buddha, that Muslim shit, you know, Islam, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They thinking that's the true way, man. Because, you know, that's all they've been taught. And mainly, our people got that shit from being locked up, being incarcerated, man, mainly, you know. Continuing on. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
So Lord said only the election have attained it, man. Attain what, man? The faith, the true understanding of the scriptures, man. And eventually they're going to attain the salvation from Yahweh Shah. Once we return, man, deliver the elect with the chariots, man. And then they're going to attain the kingdom of heaven, man, which is going to be here on the earth, man, in the land of Israel. Once the Lord destroyed those fake gutter rats, those fake Jews out of the land, man. You know, because the Lord going to establish our land once again, man, through the elect, man. And they say the elect has obtained it, and the rest was blinded, man. So who's the rest of the ones that's outside of the elect? The 2/3, man. These scoffers, these scorners, man. That's why they scoff and scorn and come up against the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the Lord has blinded them, man. He deceived them, man, for all their wickedness that they doing. So they figure that everything is going to be okay, not knowing that the Lord got them heading straight for destruction, man. You know, so you know these scoffers and scorners, they can do all the bickering, all the mockery, all the idle words they speak against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua all they want, man. We already know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the brothers that's in the faith, we already know what the end is, man, and it's destruction, man. So brothers, just keep fighting, keep pushing, man, till the elect is awake or sealed, man. Which we, through the apostles and elders on down, man, we feel like the elect is already being sealed, man. Now, because the only thing left now is judgment, man. And the only thing the Lord is doing now is marking these 2/3, man. Because there's so many of them, man. But eventually, when they're all said and done, man, the Lord's about to bring judgment on this place, man. So brothers, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep sending up them prayers, man. Whatever you got to do, man, to keep glorifying and praising the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to keep that spirit on you, man. Pray that we'll do it to the end, man. Because the kingdom is right there, man. We can see it, man, and we can feel it spiritually, man. We pray that, it be this year, or, whatever time the Lord got set for this place to fall, man, to go down. But eventually, man, we want to make it up out of here, man. We just got to endure, man. So keep pushing and keep fighting, till the next time, praying that this, lesson, edifying to you, brothers, man. Till the next time, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that truly rule well in the doctrine and in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The salutation to the Akim, the brothers that's in the ministry and in the spirit and in the doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Shalom.
Shalom.